Everybody, it's me, the amazing atheist. I'm here in my posh hotel room in Cancun, Ohio. Want to talk to you about something that happened last night. Some people went to go see The Dark Knight Rises, midnight showing, and they ended up getting a little bit more than they bargained for. They ended up getting gunned down by a maniac of some sort, and I think 12 people were killed, something like 50 people injured. A lot of people got their shit fucked up, and, they didn't even get to see how the movie ended, which, that sucks as well. Because I know I'm not even making a joke there, because I know if I was in The Dark Knight Rises and someone shot me, I'd be pissed. Not just from the wound, but just because, I've waited so fucking long to see this movie, and now I've been shot. But, like every fucking incident where a bunch of people get shot, or one politically important person gets shot, the instantaneous reaction is, we gotta ban guns. A bunch of the left starts saying, we gotta get rid of fucking guns, fucking shitty guns, fuck guns. If we just get rid of guns, shit like this will stop happening. And then, of course, the right wing is like, well, the solution is actually more guns, because if all them people were armed, they could have fought that motherfucker off. Because they could have shot back. Could have had, a little war zone in there. So to the left, I would say this. You're fucking stupid. That's not going to work. Ever. Ever. You're just going to create another black market. I don't understand how the left can be so intelligent when it comes to things like drug prohibition and understand, hey, we're just creating a black market. This is stupid. We shouldn't do this. But then when it comes to guns, it's hey, let's create a black market. That'll fix everything. It's not going to fix everything. Because first of all, how are you going to possibly enforce that? Millions of Americans own guns. What, are you going to go around and take their guns away? They have guns. Some of them are probably going to shoot you. Not only that, imagine the cost of trying to enforce something like that. We'd have to have an even larger police state if we banned guns. It's just going to be more and more cops with guns on the street and less citizens with guns. And you really think that's a good idea? You really think that's the recipe for success? An armed and militarized state and, the people defenseless? I don't know if that's such a good idea. The right wing is talking about, well, if everyone had guns, blah, 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 blah. Well, everyone could have had guns. We already live in a society where, in most states, those people could have had guns in the theater. And even if those people couldn't have had guns in the theater, a lot of people just ignore those fucking laws anyway. A lot of people are just armed wherever they fucking go. So they already had the option to do that. And that didn't help. The fact of the matter is that human nature does contain some elements of violence. I'm not saying that we're innately going to always act violently in every scenario, but there's always going to be scenarios where people do act violent. And for those of you out there that are just saying, oh, well, it's crazy people. This is crazies. I get tired of this shit where it's always oh, they're just crazy. It's crazy. Because it's not an explanation. It's just you putting some label on something and saying, oh, well, it was crazies, so we don't have to worry about it. Solve that mystery. It was just crazy. What is this aversion in our society to actually examining anything? What is this aversion to actually sitting down, looking at the facts, waiting for all the facts to come out? Because people are saying all of this. At the time of the making of this video, we don't even know the identity of the shooter. It's not been released to the public, and yet everyone has an opinion. Everyone has an opinion as to the motives of the shooter. Everyone has an opinion as to the social implications of this event. And we don't even understand the event yet. We're all jumping to conclusions. And we do it every single time this shit happens. When I heard this, 12 people were gunned down in the Dark Knight Rises midnight showing in Aurora, Colorado, my instant thought was oh shit, here comes another one of these shouting past each other Second Amendment debates. Because that's what happens every single fucking time, and it's always the same debate, and it's always the same talking heads saying the same stupid shit, and no one is actually looking at anything. It's they look past the event and just see their own political bullshit. They're only looking at their own egos. So, you want my take on it? That's my fucking take on it.